Yo, 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 my tubers, we back for some more drafting. Jump right into our pack. This is some ranked Kamigawa, the usual. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. We opened a KAITO Shizuki. Sadly, we have to pass a Silver Fur Master to take this, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Other fantastic cards: Imperial Oath, Naturalist, Puzzle Maker's fine, Kami's Flare. I'm hoping whoever I pass this pack to doesn't want to take the Silver Fur Master, because obviously if we take KAITO, pick one, pack one. We would really like to be in ninjas, but we'll see what we get past. Yeah, okay, we get past a Nezumi Prowler. I'd say it's the second best card in the pack, maybe behind Banishing Slash. But I don't think it's honestly that much worse than Banishing Slashes. Otherwise, we have like an Arrest here. Modern Age is quite good. Some okay green cards, and like a companion. But after first picking KAITO, pretty hard not to just take the Prowler, I think. If I was staying completely open, I guess I would take the Slash here, but Planeswalkers are just way too good and limited, for the most part anyways. There are some random Planeswalkers that aren't very good, but if you can lean towards that direction, I think you're generally going to have a better time. So let's go ahead and take the Prowler here instead of the Slash, and hope that we can get rewarded with some more good blue and black cards. This card's kind of weird. I had it kind of medium at the beginning of the format, but it's gotten a lot better to me just because of the ability for you to attack in kind of carelessly. Maybe not carelessly, but without fearlessly, I guess, into bigger creatures, just because as long as you have more creatures than the opponent, right, you get to ninjutsu back the unblocked, and then anything they block is just going to die. Third pick here, yeah, best cards I think are probably just the black ones. Gravelighter and Ambusher, both fantastic. There's a Spirited Companion here, Tanuki, Season, Repel, and a Guidebot. So actually this pack is just full on stacked of playables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, yeah. We're not going to be super surprised if we end up wheeling like Clawing Torment out of this deck, or out of this pack. If I want to take the Guidebot or the Ambusher. I think I like the Ambusher more. A little bit more than the Gravelighter. I've not really cared for this card. It's playable for sure, but I'd rather just have the ninjas. And the lifelinkers are actually hugely important. But we might do a little bit of pivoting now. We have a Suit Up, which is good. A Clawing Torment is good. Reliquary is good. I guess Norika is probably the best card in this pack. It's a little bit awkward. I've passed quite a few white cards now. I mean, there's nothing wrong with just taking Suit Up. It is a great trick if you're going to end up in ninjas, but I'm just debating how important it is to read these signals. And I guess the signals are not that telling quite yet, so it's probably okay to take the Suit Up or the Clawing Torment. Or honestly, the safe play is just like taking the Reliquary. Actually, I'm going to talk myself into taking Reliquary here since it's a free roll, and it's going to go into like any deck we end up playing. Okay, another Suit Up. There's another Heiko Yamazaki. I guess that's the first one. Another Samurai. This time we will take the Suit Up, I think, over Heiko. This is a little bit closer, though. I think this is more of a signal than the white cards were in the previous pack. And I guess we could always end up in red-black. I don't mind running like these ninjas in a red-black deck as well. Okay. We'll take Yamazaki here and see what ends up happening. As we now get like an Upriser Renegade. This pack's kind of weak. I would need to get quite a few like slings or whatnot to make this something worthwhile, but this pack is pretty weak otherwise, so I don't mind taking that. Another Suit Up. Okay, we've seen a bunch of Suit Ups now. But maybe it's just time to take the Unstoppable Ogre and look to move into like the red-black artifact deck. The sad thing is, I do think white is a bit open. I've passed a bunch of, like, good white cards, but nothing crazy. Because Era of Enlightenment and Born to Drive here are pretty solid as well. But, I mean, I don't think suit-ups make the ninja deck, so... I'll take the Ogre here and see if we can keep our options a little bit wide. Malicious Malfunction's not going to be playable in this deck no matter what, so let's take the Already Dead, that's fine. Kami of Terrible Secrets and Centipede, both okay here now. We don't have any enchantment yet, but that's fine. I guess we'll just take the 3-drop Centipede. Clawing Torment on the wheel, alright, that's good. No matter what type of aggressive deck we're in, I think Clawing Torment is pretty solid. So this is the pack that had all of the playables in it. Only wheeled the Clawing Torment and the Boar out of it for us. I don't think we're taking Season. I don't think we're taking Shrine Steward. Let's just take the safe pick of another black card, I think. Yeah, and maybe an Ember Keeper's fine. Okay. I mean, the red cards that I have are not very good, let's be real. But I don't think Ninjas is particularly open, so it might be time to ditch that idea, even though we first picked KAITO. You know, if it's not open, it's not open. Here we have a couple of different choices. We could take the Okiba Reckoner Raid, that would be fine. Kami's Flare would be fine. And then some smattering of other playable cards, but it's probably going to be, I think, one of the ones I outlined first, the Raid or the Flare. You could take the Ryu here. It's a little bit awkward after passing so much white, but this is like the one samurai card that I think is worth taking a lot of the times. But, man, my red is just really weak, so I'm just going to stick with black for now. Take the Raid. Yikes. Kappa Tech Wrecker and a Springleaf Avenger. Kind of disgusting. I think I kind of messed up this draft a little bit. Because all of these red cards are super filler. Would it be funny if I just took like the Specialist here and kept going with ninjas? I don't think that would be bad. Could also just take one of these black cards, but take the Specialist and see what happens. Now we just take a Kumano faces Kakazan here is basically the only playable. Okay. Well, maybe we get like an Oni Cult Anvil or Anvil to kind of save us. Lethal Exploit versus Tempered in Solitude. Both pretty medium, but I kind of like the Tempered a little bit more. There's a Synthesizer, another Specialist. I don't know how many dogs I've passed at this point. It must be like 3 or something. So let's see. Is 2 Specialist plus KAITO better than all of my red? It's close. Yeah, it's close. This is really messy, though. This is super messy if this is the route I'm going to end up going. We did get another Gravelighter here, 6 picks, so that's fine. Voltage Surge. And a Flame Discharge now, too. Yikes. Well, this is going to be another one of those messy drafts. I knew I shouldn't have taken blue. I first picked the KAITO, but I could have just easily ditched it and moved into something better. I don't think I was supposed to be green, but I think if we had moved into white earlier, we'd have a pretty solid deck. Getting an 8th pick Seismic Wave here is not bad. What happens if our deck looks like this? Is it better? It's not terrible. Wield the Song Shaper and the other Ogre. Okay, artifact count is at 4 right now. It's not really great for Song Shaper, but maybe we can bolster that in the coming picks. I'll take the Dokuchi over the Scrounger. Just one big chonker. That's kind of nice to ninjutsu in. Okay. Well, it's not pretty, but we still have a full pack 3 to go. So I guess we can probably salvage this. I mean, it doesn't look bad, it's just... It also doesn't look good, if that makes sense. I don't care for Steelbreaker, but... Let's see, hopefully this is Ninja... Ninja... Up to 6 artifacts and 5 enchantments, so Kami of Terrible Secrets is playable now, if we can find one of those later on. Pursuit, I guess Planner Incision. Very messy. I mean, maybe I wasn't even supposed to be in black. I have no idea. Opened a Lion Sash, but 2 of the best uncommons here. Life of Toshiro and Blossom Prancer. Clearly we're just going to take the Life of Toshiro. I keep waffling. Because it does feel like my blue is better than my red. Red has like 3 cards, 3.5 cards, but the 2 best being the Kumano and the Voltage Surge. And then it has like a Wave and KAITO. Everything else is filler. Blue has KAITO, 2 specialists, and then Koi and Planner Incision are kind of filler. So it's still pretty close. Alright, I mean, maybe we're going to get salvaged here with just good black as we pick up a second Life of Toshiro. That's very nice. Yeah, that's good. So what's it gonna be then? It's these versus these with filler cards in between. So we get a Twisted Embrace now, okay. It's a good black card. Yeah, I mean, as long as black is our baseline, we'll have enough playables and in the end. We have the choice between Blade Blesser or like land. Let's just take the Blade Blesser. For sure we'll play that, so don't even have to worry about taking a red versus a blue card in this scenario. Hoverbike, that's good. Even if we don't end up in blue, it's still going to be good in the red-black deck. Okay. Oh, this is working out. And I think we can probably play the blue now instead, so... It was a messy way to get there, but we are going to end up in ninjas after all. As we have a Puzzle Maker versus... Searchlight Companion. I guess Companion's better with as many ninjutsu cards as I have for the extra value. So this is what our curve looks like if we can ninjutsu all of those cards. As we pick up a Lethal Exploit here. We actually have a Planner Incision in our board that we can also play. The Planner Incision surprisingly looks really good here. Really good with our Specialists, good with Companion, decent with Gravelighter, great with our Sagas. Good with our Hoverbike and Prowler. The Incision looks like a good combat trick. Do I have enough for the Shrine Steward? I have 3 auras, okay. Shrine Steward grabs Twisted Embrace and 2 Clawing Torment, so... Not unplayable here as we get a Kunai and another Exploit. Let's take the Kunai over the second Exploit this time. Alright, I mean... It was a messy draft, but we did get there in the end. I'm not 100% sold on some of these cards, but this is playable. Now, a lot of actual decent wheels here, 10th pick if we wanted. I don't think we want Covert Technician. Maybe a second Dokuchi. 2/3 Menace could be okay. Or a Scrounger seems fine. Kind of like the 2/3 Menace or the Scrounger over the Shrine Steward. Okay. Not bad. Wasn't the prettiest draft, but not bad in the end. I think our card quality is relatively high. So, yeah, I'm optimistic. Go like 10 swamps and 6 islands. And then the one of Roadside Reliquary as our 17th land. 6 artifacts, 6 enchantments, so Reliquary looks decent. Okay, let's go. Blue, black. Ninja. Round 1 pairing a go. We are on the play here with a pretty good looking hand. This deck has very few 1-drops, so as long as we have something to do on like turn 2, I think we're generally pretty happy. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just get the hover bike online, then play Unforgiving One and start smacking in the air. Hopefully they don't have like a lethal exploit for this. Nice. We do have 2 Life of Toshiro somewhere in the deck. Would be pretty nice to find one. Oh, gosh. Life of Toshiro probably wins the game. But I'm guessing this specialist on their Mana Dork token is pretty good as well. When they missed a land drop last turn. Okay, well they're taking a turn off to do this, so we can apply the quick pressure. It's a good draw too. Go Kiba Reckoner Raid. We're not gonna ninja. We're just gonna apply the full pressure and hit him for 6 this turn. Basically try to kill them before that Boseiju can flip. That's fine. Nice draw. Okay. So we're going to play out the Centipede. Crew the bike. And I'm not going to equip the Centipede. We're just going to attack with everything since we have Prowler. I want to give our specialist Death Touch here to trade with their board. All right, let's go. Nice little 1-0 start. Pretty nice when your creatures can act as tricks instead of needing to draw tricks. 1-0. Okay, here we are for our second game. Ooh, yeah, on the play with a nice looking hand. Turn 1 raid, turn 2 hover bike. Turn 3, hopefully draw a ninja. By turn 3 anyways. We can always just play out the Gravelighter as well, depending on what they do. It looks like they're on a slower plan. Virus Beetle. Okay. Sadly did not find ourselves a ninja this turn. I mean, I don't really want a Gravelighter there, Virus Beetle, but I guess it's probably fine too. I'm gonna keep the flyer and just sack the road captain, I think. Guide bot, okay. Let's get our Koi online first. Just develop out our flyers, I think, makes sense. It's really awkward for them to ninjutsu back the guide bot, so we're not going to mind if that attacks and buys something or gets something in. So game plan next turn is to crew the bike, attack with both, Gucci in. Hopefully they're just using their guide bot to draw a card. Nice. Alright, so they're gonna go to 5, and we are looking good. Buying the hover bike back means we also get to loot with the Koi. Assuming the Koi lives this turn. Well, that's definitely not good enough. Long Reach of Night, pretty awkward when you're super far behind. And a nice little 2-0 start, and we've reclaimed number 3. Go next. Okay, what do we got here? Mono black hand on the play. It's a little bit risky, but I think I'm going to go with it. We're going to run out the Prowler here on turn... Oh, well, maybe not. I was going to say maybe we run out the Prowler on turn 2, but they have a 1-drop Apprentice with white? I guess it still makes sense to play out, but... Kitsune Ace. Good draw. Let's go with the Unforgiving one here. It blocks both their creatures and has Menace. Are they mono white? That'd be surprising. So game plan next turn is to like Clawing Torment the Ace, attack with the Unforgiving one, and then Ninja the Ambusher or something like that. Yeah, or we could Clawing Torment the Apprentice. That makes it their Ace a 3/3, but then we get to attack with both. Or I attack with the Unforgiving one. They double block. I order Apprentice first, Ace second. Let's do that. And then already dead the Ace to finish it off. And hopefully we draw a land. So I can play one of these 3-drops. Did not though, sad. Hitting a land there to cast like the Gravelighter would have been so good. Getting both their creatures off the battlefield is really good for Gravelighter purposes. No play. Alright, we'll just smash in for 3 and play the Blade Blesser. We can slap like the Clawing Torment on the Dragonfly suit to give us an enchantment to make the Blade Blesser relevant. I guess they are mono white. I'd be a little bit surprised if they try to race here. Good draw. Let's put the Torment on the Hand of Enlightenment. Then smash in with both. We don't care if they crew this suit and trade with the Prowler, that's fine. Because then we get to play out our flyer and draw a card. Alright, good stuff. So they can get back like their ace or their automaton thingy, or Iron Apprentice, whatever it's called. But it enters tapped for the turn. So I'd say we are probably crushing them right now. Yep, we don't care. We'd rather trade 1 for 1 in damage. They cannot block because this is Menace. Although, you know what? I think I'm going to Twisted Embrace here instead. And kill the Lifelinker. The Lifelinker is more relevant than their 3/4, which I can just bounce next turn. And bouncing the Architect doesn't really give them all that much value, so... that's fine. Not sure why the Ace didn't attack. Let's put him to 6. Bounce the Architect. Play out the Raid, drain him for 1. And have him dead next turn. Nice. I smell lethal. Okay, good stuff. Still haven't seen our KAITO, but I guess it doesn't really matter if we're still able to crush our opponents. Alright, 3-0. Go to the next. Alright, next round here. On the draw. This doesn't look great, but it is certainly a keep. Plenty of an early enough interaction, and yeah, if we're lucky enough to find a blue source, then unlock all of the cards in our hand. Opponent on a green-white start with no 1-drop or 2-drop, so that's nice since we're not also under, or putting them under a lot of pressure. Means that our specialists are probably going to be really nice tempo cards, because they're going to play like a 4-mana 4/4 or whatever. Then we can just bounce it. Or if they like go for a Harmonious Emergence, then the specialists are just uber brutal. But like Jukai Preserver or something, you know? Oh, that's rude. Surge Hacker Mech's a lot worse. It's a cool art. I guess what I'm gonna do here is just Clawing Torment their mech. And Pass turn with Kunai open to shoot their Air of Enlightenment. Or anything better that they might play this turn. Okay. Well, if I keep the Kunai, I can sack the Reliquary and draw 2 cards. I'm wondering if that's actually better. Probably is. Let's do that, because we have the Clawing Torment as our enchantment. Go land pass. Bleh. Well, I guess they're gonna get to crew their mech no matter what. Good news is specialists are decent versus their tokens, but yeah, we're looking really far behind here. I guess killing the first striker is better than killing the vigilance creature. Our Graveblighter here looks awful though. Alright, let's go ahead and specialist one of their tokens. Might as well smack in for one. Remember, the mech also has menace, so it's not super easy to block. So I think I have to take a huge hit here next turn. Oh, I don't really care about that. I think we're going to take 8 damage. The branch crews the mech. And they attack me with both of the samurai and the 4/4. Ah, I don't know why they crewed it first. They didn't need to. Well, if their mech is coming back, then we might as well trade. Because they're going to get to kill my 2/2 if I don't block there. So let's see. Yeah, we have to go specialist again. Bounce the other 2/2. Okay. They can't crew the mech this turn, so what I can do is I can specialist... Oh, they have a geothermal Kami as well. Alright, that's going to be it. If they didn't have another creature, I was going to be able to incision my specialist. Oh, they bounced. Oh, wait. Does this work? I take it. I take 13. Let's see. I take 13. I go to 3. Go back up to 6. Yeah, I think we need to keep the specialist alive. Lethal exploit. Huh. That actually might work too. If they don't have another way to crew this turn, that is. Oh wait, they could just... No, they would need to draw land. So if I attack, I ambush her. I have 3 mana left. I go to 6. No, that doesn't work. They attack, I crew, flicker. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, I guess we need to just get a little bit lucky. So let's attack for 2. Incision our specialist. Bounce the branch. Exploit the Kami before it can crew the mech. And hope that they don't draw anything somehow. Because if they have 4 power, they get to crew the mech and kill me. But if they just go branch plus bearer, we don't technically die. Okay. So, wait, they did mess up. They did miss lethal, I'm pretty sure. Because they had a land in their hand, right? Oh no, wait, what did they draw then? I'm so confused. Well, we have to do this. And let's attack. Gain 3, go back up to 6 so that the mech is not lethal on its own. Selfless Samurai, okay. Now we go Embrace. Gain 4. Go back up to 10. Okay, hey, this is working. Mountain. Oh, maybe they drew an uncastable red card at the time. A boar. Interesting. That Life of Toshiro was actually a really good draw, too. Now we give our ambusher +2. Attack for 6 lifelink, go back up to 11. And then specialist their branch of Boseiju. Holy smokes. Wow, 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 wow. They only had 1 forest left in their deck. Well, I think we won. Holy smokes. Back up to 17 we go. Crazy. Ooh, boy. Pulled that one out somehow. Not quite sure, but we did. Yikes. I don't know what they could have drawn that other turn then. Oh no, it had to be the boar. They drew the boar. So we got very lucky. They had to have drawn the boar on the turn that that we bounced the Bearer of Memory. So that means they couldn't recast the Bearer and level it up and then crew the mech to kill me, and they didn't draw another castable creature to crew the mech with the Bearer, so wow. Played to our outs, I guess, and got rewarded. Nice. Okay, next round here. On the play with a pretty good looking hand. Since our deck doesn't really have many 1-drops, having, well, I guess Life of Toshiro is not going to really be a 2-drop unless they play a 1/1 here. Which they didn't do, so I think we just sandbag the life. Go Companion next turn. Shigeki is freaking stupid good. But I assume they're going to be going for value train, so hopefully we can try to kill them fast enough. Or hopefully we can go for the kill fast enough before the Shigeki becomes a huge problem and grinds me out for value. What the? Rare into Mythic. Alright, well, let's claw that up, I guess. Start the pain train. So remember, modify only counts your auras and whatnot. So my Clawing Torment does not mean their Kodama is modified, for example. And let's hope they don't have a Kappa Tech record to go along with all those. Phew. Because if they had Kappa back the Kodama, that'd be so gross. Alright, looks like the opponent's probably going to be going for a block and activate Shigeki. So I'm going to Life of Toshiro. Give my 1/1 +2/2, so we still get in for 3 damage this turn. Because presumably they're just going to block the lifelinker and activate Shigeki. Okay, fair enough. They hit 4 lands. We'll just replay out the companion. I'm gonna spinning wheel kick my companion for 1? Or is this just emergence? Okay, it's just emergence. So, I do think that means it's modified, right? I can't remember. Yeah. The land is modified, so they do get the ability of the damn Kodama. Right. Go for the already dead. Nice, hover break's great. The pressure continues here. But they have a million cards in their hand. Hopefully they just play like a Tanuki this turn. Attack for 2 and then like play a Tanuki, and I would be able to unequip my Chain Veil Centipede or whatever. Chain Fling Centipede. And then tap down their 1 blocker. Oh no, they drew a did they draw stupid Kappa? Oh, this is the 6/5? Oh, yikes. Okay. That is a lot of damage. I guess they're just going to play the Reach creature again. Do we have another way to add 2 damage next turn? I'm not sure we do. Oh, maybe they just have Fade. Sure. That's more or less fine. Alright, hit him down to 6. Play the Unforgiving one, say go. This is going to be kind of a close game here, it feels like. But I'm out of gas, and they have nothing but gas in hand. I'm debating if I want to tap down the Avenger, which I probably need to do, versus keeping the hover bike to tap down the 3/3 reach. But I think tapping down the Avenger makes sense, because we can't really afford to take another hit. But I might not be able to attack next turn if this is the case, so we're going to be needing a top deck is what I'm saying. Oh, they have a spinning wheel kick maybe? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Spinning wheel kick, kill 3 creatures would also be gross. Nope, okay, just playing out the Kodama. Playing a lifelinker, and then probably going to play out the Shigeki, I would guess. Unless they're trying to get cards back, but they only really have the Fade into Antiquity in hand. So I guess I win if I draw, like, Twisted Embrace or whatever. I don't have a modified creature for that. Oof. Alright. That probably means we're dead. That was probably the turn we needed to find something else. I don't think I played this wrong, did I? Really, we just needed them to not have a ninja. If they didn't have a ninja to bring back the Kodama, this was easy. Okay. So we can chump the 6/5 with our 1/1, double block the 4/4 with our 2/3s. Probably still losing, but... I guess I might not even bother using Lethal Exploit then. Like, them being at 10 and them being at 8, not really a huge difference when I'm so far behind. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So how do we make this work? I guess I get greedy here and go like this. We're very dead though. They can just get back their they can just get back their the Harmonious Emergence and hit me for 10. Actually, I messed up, didn't I? I wasn't supposed to attack. I was supposed... Well, we're just going to lose to the Shigeki anyways if I don't make this play. Sadly. Yeah, good beats. We do lose here. Just dead on board now, or in hand anyways. But I don't think there was much we could have done. Like, trying to live is not playing to win. We just lose to them grinding us out anyways. Oh? Now wait a minute. They missed it. They didn't get back their emergence for lethal. They can still Shigeki it if they see the play. But they also need a land then. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe. Maybe there's still a chance. I'm not sure what I need to draw. But the fact that they didn't get back emergence, and if they don't have a land here, they can't do it. They just got back Master's Rebuke. Okay. They're gonna punch my 5/5, sure. Attack for 6, get back their Shigeki. Okay. I mean, I don't know what I can draw to win. Oh, I see. No, not that. Alright, good beats. Damn. They missed lethal, but we could not capitalize on it. Wonder what I needed to do differently there. Maybe there was not much I could do differently. Because I'm never chumping the Kadama to leave the Clawing Torment on, so... Good beats. Alright, alright. Ooh, so close. One land and it would be a keeper. On the play here. If I was on the draw, I would keep this. But on the play, I think you have to mulligan. And yeah, this hand's great. Gonna pitch the already dead out of this one. Need to keep all of our threats. Maybe they play a generous visitor for me. I think versus white, we're gonna hold the Life of Toshiro. Lots of 1-drops. Plus, it's better to have the pump effect for our Centipede. If they play like a random 2/2 or 3/3, you know, we can Life of Toshiro to make it 4 toughness. Although I'm guessing we're just trying to curve out here. As long as they don't have a removal spell this turn, we're probably just going to specialist any creature they play. Actually, I wouldn't mind them using Arrest if they're going to have a removal spell. We just don't want to see, like, Fade into Antiquity, right? Yeah, maybe that's a reason to have led with Blade Blesser first. Punish. Regret. No. Not punished. I mean, this is more power, and they have to have exactly the fade. Okay, opponent's not doing anything over there. I'm still gonna hold on to this Life of Toshiro. I think there are times where you do just run it out, but I don't think this is one of those games that we want to do that. Okay, there's the Arrest. Nice. So let's see. I guess we're gonna smash for 2. Then specialist back our Blade Blesser. Shrine Stewie. Depending on what they get here will determine what my play is, because if they grab a Twisted Embrace, then I'd have to Twisted Embrace their creature. But if they do this, then instead I can go Life of Toshiro, pump up my Specialist, attack for 6, and then play the Blade Blesser post-combat. I think we'll hold the land just in case they do have like a Virus Beetle or a Long Reach of Night, even though it looks like black is a splash. Okay, so they're gonna go Arrest after Natural. Oh, they have a Kami of Terrible Secrets. That's quite annoying. I want to draw an artifact here, I guess. Ish. So we pump here. Really sad that we don't have an artifact. Kill the lifelinker, and we get to actually attack with all. Because the 2 menace creatures, if they double block, we get to kill the Shrine Steward. Okay, that's fine by me. So they're probably going to have to arrest my Blade Blesser this turn. But they'll still have 4 mana left to do something else. Yep. And that hopefully makes way for the fish. Oh! Those are pretty good for them. 3/4 draw card. Nice. It's a good draw too. Yeah, we 100% just run it out. The safer play is to put that on the network terminal, but I mean, when we have this many creatures, we do want to play it out on one of theirs, I think. So technically, if they don't have anything, they do die next turn to the Koi plus the Clawing Torment ping. Nice. Oh, wait. No, that keeps them alive. Yeah, they're not quite dead yet. Once I draw Okiba Reckoner Raid, or... Alright, let's go ahead and cash in the Reliquary for 1 card. That is lethal. Flicker the Memory. Comes back as the Saga, pumps up the fish. Bada boom, bada bing. Nice. Alright. Is that 5 and 1 now, I think? Nice. Okay. 5 and 1. Keep it going. Okay. Next round. Let's do this. We are on the draw with a very acceptable hand. Any hand where you can cast Life of Toshiro. Probably a fine hand to keep. Do need to find a couple of lands here, but we do look pretty good. Nice. Excellent. The dream, of course, is that they play a 1 toughness creature this turn. Red-black Terrarium, grabbing a Plains. Excuse me. Definitely going to hold on to the Life of Toshiro versus a Mardu deck. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe they're not... Maybe they're not aggro. It doesn't appear they would be then with that kind of start. We have a pretty good sequence here if it goes correctly, right? We get to attack with the companion and then ninjutsu in the dokuchi. Oh, looks like they have the reverse. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, in this case, we're going to attack for one then, see if they block. If they don't, we get to dokuchi, because remember, that token would be dying anyways to the Life of Toshiro. If they do block, then we get to Life of Toshiro, the Leech Gauntlet. We might still want to Life plus Clawing Torment the Gauntlet anyways. That's very unfortunate. We are extremely far behind now. Yeah. Not looking great for us. That dokuchi was basically our entire game plan. Actually, we've flooded out quite a bit here, haven't we? I'm gonna go ahead and flicker their token response. We kept a 2-lander, and yikes. We have drawn 6 lands. In fact, we've only drawn lands this game. Oh my god. I've literally drawn 6 lands in a row. I just didn't notice until now. It's crazy. I'm gonna do a quality of life scoop if I just draw another land next turn. So it looks like they're gonna loot here end of turn since they didn't equip the kunai. Yeah. Well, maybe we can just blame this loss to drawing that many lands in a row. So it certainly feels like that was the case. Alright, I'm ready to quality of life scoop this one. Kept a 2-lander, drew 7 lands in 8 draw steps. I don't think we have any real way to come back from this game, right? We don't like have a behold the unspeakable or anything. Alright, good beats. Yeah. Oh, went back down to 4. Okay, 5 and 2. We are fighting for our life here. We need to win 2 more to get that trophy. Let's do it. Okay, next game, round number 8, since we're 5 and 2. On the play here with a pretty reasonable hand. Turn 1 Okiba Reckoner raid. Sadly, no play on turn 2. But then a couple of decent plays on turn 3. And we do already have enchantment and artifact for this roadside reliquary should we need to pop that off. Well, now is where's my Life of Toshiro when my opponent has the 1 toughness? That's the real question. Because man, game would just be over if we had Life of Toshiro there. Actually, we have 2 of them in this deck, don't we? I have 2 Life of Toshiros. Yeah, I do. Sheesh. Boo. Well, hopefully it's just the battery they put back out and nothing relevant. Well, we could have used that last turn as well. Let's go with the 3-2 Menace. Just try to go on a Menace beatdown plan. Alrighty. We're not blocking. They're not going to ninjutsu, but they could have a 3-mana artifact that they get to cast for free. Oh, they didn't. It's good. That's less good, but whatever. Womp womp. Let's go with Centipede here. I don't think we need to hover bike this turn. Okay, so they're gonna hit me for 4, I guess. Move the battery over. Can't really beat them having another removal spell. But if they don't have a removal spell, maybe there's a chance. This is not looking good. They must have another removal. Oh, perhaps? Ah. So messy. Like, I think they waited until blockers were declared too, man. If I had a ninja. Ugh. They've given me a lot of opportunity there, but we are going to block the technician if they attack, because we have the already dead. Say, specialist? Interesting, okay. They're going to bounce my road captain? Sure. Let's get the drain on for one. And then we can hover bike. It's not 100% over yet. Man, a Life of Toshiro would have won this match if I had it on turn 2. That sucks. It's actually better for them to not equip anything this turn. Yeah, good play. Better for them to just go super wide here. Because if they go all in on one creature, then I can blow them out. So that was a good no equip from them. That was a surprisingly good draw, huh? Let's see. I think I get greedy here. I think I sack the Reliquary and draw 2 cards. And go for a land. Because we're pretty far behind anyways. Still didn't find a blue source. Oh, we must be dead. I think we just block the most damage that... Well, no. Can I afford to go to 2, though? I mean, they clearly have something here, right? I guess I'm just going to block both rabbit batteries and say, hey, you got me if you got anything. Because I really don't have an option. Sure, didn't matter. Unlucky, I think, but... fair enough. Feel like that should be a really good matchup for us. But hey, that happens sometimes. Especially since we didn't find any blue mana. Alright, 5-3. I think this was definitely a 7-win quality deck. The draft was a little bit messy. We actually never saw freaking KAITO once, so thanks a lot, you jerk. But hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. Good beats. Had some close games, had some not close games. That's the way that goes sometimes. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you back here tomorrow for some more. Peace out.